Hi, my name is Emilio Villanueva. This is the evidence tree of contemporary world. Some important events on the last decade are that in 1990, Nelson Mandela was released from a 27 years imprisonment. In 1993, Bill Clinton becomes the President of the United States. In 1994, the United States invade Haiti in an operation called Uphold Democracy that aimed at removing the military regime from the government. In 1997, the spacecraft Pathfinder lands on Mars. On July 4, 1997, the Pathfinder landed on Mars, making it in its first successful landing since 1976. In 1998, the Central American hurricane kills around 10,000 people. In 1999, the HIV virus traced The HIV virus and AIDS virus was thought to have been originated from the chimpanzee. In 2001, September 11th World Trade Center attacks. The Twin Towers were attacked on the 9/11 of 2001. The total loss of life in this tragic event was almost 3,000 people. In 2004, the Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami. With a magnitude of 9.3 on the Richter scale, otherwise known as the Boxing Day tsunami, it killed around 203,000 30,000 people and it's thought to be one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. Globalization. The globalization is a term used to describe how trade and technology have made the world into a more connected and interdependent place. The globalization also captures in its scope the economic and social changes that have come about as a result. It may be pictured as the threads of an immense spiderweb formed over millennia, with the number and reach of these threads increasing over time. People, money, material goods, idea, ideas, and even disease and devastation have traveled these silken strands, and have done so in greater numbers and with greater speed than ever in the present age. Terrorism. The international terrorism is a violent criminal act committed by individuals or a group who are inspired by or associated with designated foreign terrorist organization or nation state sponsors. The domestic terrorism is a violent criminal act committed by individuals or groups to further ideological goal is stemming from domestic influences such as those of political, religious, social, racial, or environmental nature. Unipolar world. The unipolarism that is the concentration of power in one single polar or country, in this case the United States of America, its most in strict sense. This does not mean that the new superpower has absolute power over the entire world, but that it is considered as the major player in international affairs. As such, the USA stands as the country with the strongest economy and military capacity in the world. The digital era. The digital revolution is a shift from mechanical and analog electronic technology to digital electronics, which began anywhere from the late 1950s to the late 1970s, with the adoption and proliferation of digital computers and digital record keeping that continues to the present day. Implicitly, the term also refers to the sweeping changes brought about by digital computing and communication technology during and after the later half of the 20th century. Analogous to agricultural revolution and industrial revolution, the digital revolution marked the beginning of an information age. Now, why did the globalization emerge? The emergence of globalization was introduced to promote inherent wealth among all countries in the world. The United States notably have been identified as the leader in globalization after the World War II. Main reasons that have caused globalization improved transport, making global travel global travel easier. For example, there has been a rapid growth in air travel, enabling greater movement of people and goods across the globe. This reduced the cost of intermodal transports, making trade cheaper and more efficient. In most cases, what caused the terrorist attacks of the 20th century? Political and social issues, because the world wasn't stable enough after many wars and conflicts. Also, when globalization ideas were spreading and people are all around of the world started having new ideas between this idea of solving problems with violence for making it fast and easier. That's why the number of terrorists were up in the sky in these years. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the unipolar world? The world was bipolar because it was between socialism and capitalism blocks. But the end of the war meant that the winner was capitalism, the United States of America. That's why capitalism since it practically dominates all the world, and by capitalism we meant as the United States, because as we seen before, it became the most important country in the world and their decisions was worth more than the others. How has digital era influenced today's society? It has a huge benefit but a few negative consequences. Some are the illegal or inappropriate material can be found in the internet such as drug or pornography. Some people in recent years have illegally downloaded music or other copyright material for free. This action has had a negative impact of the music industry and has led to several lawsuits. The addition to an online social networks can disturb a person's way of living and professional activity, and some criminals use the internet for exploiting computer viruses or even intercepting credit cards or bank details for spurious purposes. Thanks very much.